Good morning, everybody. I thought we'd come here today. So it was abandoned 300 odd years ago. But before being abandoned, centuries before that, it's said that a witch was brought here for execution. It's said that this tree grew so big, which it does go up, it's very tall, and made the church collapse. And that's why it was abandoned. Folklore also states that if you circle this tree 3 times, the witch's, I don't know, spirit, oh wait a minute, it's here, I've lost it, is released. No, I'm not superstitious, so I'll take one for the team here, and we're going to circle it 3 times. And we're going to see what happens. So this could well be the last video I ever make. You're not meant to cheer. I am speeding up because otherwise this will just go on forever, won't it? There you are. We've just circled the tree 3 times. We're all safe, nothing's happened. At the top of the church tower is a sealed room that you can't get in anymore. So you wouldn't get in there, would you? Let's go inside the tower and I'll show you what I mean. If I trip over, filming and walking at the same time, you can blame it on the witch, okay? And the fact I just circled the tree. So that's that side, and if we go right in, and look up there, you can see where it's been sealed up. There was obviously a doorway, wasn't there? So, what's in there, do you think? Anybody got a ladder? Should we all go climb up it and see? Judging by the width of that piece there, it's going to be quite a big room. I think we need to get a ladder and look through the window the other side. Who's volunteering for that? I've just walked round that tree, so I think it's somebody else's turn now to do daft stuff. Up there, that's where we need to go. We need to look in there and see what's in there. No volunteers? There's lots of shouting going on in the background and there's just been gunshot. I'm hoping it, well, I don't really want it to be animals they're shooting. Can you hear that? Can you hear the shouts and scream? Well, not screams, but shouting. Oh, I get it. It's because I've gone round the tree, isn't it? Oh, God. I don't think you'll see it because it's foggy today, but along that track is the entrance to Burnley Hall Estate. quite a big estate. It's been here a while. You can just vaguely make out the house in the background. So when this church was no longer being used, Burnley Hall took it over for a while and used it as a chapel. But even they abandoned it in the 1700s. It's not doing bad, is it? Getting on for 1,000 years old. I imagine this would have been the graveyard at one time. But there's nothing here now like that. Oh. Falling down a hole. Wasn't a hole. I stepped off the tree trunk, look. Lots of carved names on this tree trunk. And the one beside me as well. Don't know if they're at all. Oh yes, you can see them. Little flock of birds. I'm not sure what they are. I think they might have been long-tailed tits. Well, I think that's it from St Mary's in West Somerton. I'm going to take you somewhere else now. And we are going to another St Mary's church in the next village off East Somerton. There's a nice story there to tell you about. See you in a bit. Half a mile along the road, and this is also called St Mary's, but we're in West Somerton this time, and we're here to see one of the graves, not going in the church or anything like that, simply one of the graves which is down this way. So let's go and have a look. So this is it. This is the grave that we're here to see, and it belongs to Robert Hales. There's some rather big feet. Because he was actually known as Norfolk's giant. So this is the grave of Robert Hales. He was born in 1813 and he was 7'8". And he was born in Great Yarmouth and lived here in West Somerton. I thought we'd sit down and I'd chat to you about him instead of standing over there, because you look a bit silly standing by the grave, don't you? So anyway, Robert Hales, he wanted to join the Navy, so that's what he did. He joined it in Great Yarmouth, but at 17 he became too tall to fit below deck, so sadly he had to leave. But he still wanted to go to sea, so he managed to get a job, and soon he was off to Calcutta on this big brig called the Neptune. Now, I'm not sure what a brig is, so I will have a look, and as always I'll add a link to the bottom of this video for you. So he's now gone to Calcutta, and he comes across the same problem again. He's just too tall for the ships. So he decided against being at sea and came back to England and decided to join the fairground instead. So he first appeared in Norwich at the Tombland Fair, and then gradually worked his way around the whole of Britain. in the 1950s he appeared on Britannia Pier in Great Yarmouth, and I suppose that was his first. Well, his first place was at Tombland, but then, you know, Britannia Pier, he was seen by more people there, and that gave him the confidence to go around and show everybody how tall he was, because that is what they did in those days. It's really frowned upon now. In 1840, he went to the Epsom races, and he was introduced or presented to Queen Victoria and Prince Albert. So after meeting them, he obviously felt, you know, gosh, you know, I must be famous. And he became known to a famous showman, Barnum, and he was in America. So the showman paid him, Robert Hales, £800 to go to America and appear there. And £800 in those days, today it's 102,000, just over 102,000. I looked it up before I came out. It's a lot of money, isn't it? So, you know, he's doing his thing, and he's doing really well in America. And he met a lady there. She was actually taller than him. She was 8 foot tall. Been joined by a dog, look. The dog's not bothered about me, so he's gone the other way. Yes, so he met this lady in America called Elizabeth Simpson, and she was touring with the circus as well, and she was from Ireland, and they got married. But a year after getting married, he came back to England because it was just a publicity stunt for the circus. So I don't know if he didn't agree with it or what, but he came back to England. Sadly, in 1863, Robert died of bronchitis at his home in Wellington Road in Great Yarmouth. And Wellington Road isn't actually that far from where the Hippodrome Circus was, but I don't think he actually appeared at the Hippodrome Circus, but it's just ironic he should live fairly close to there. There's 2 pieces in the Time and Tide Museum in Great Yarmouth that actually belong to Robert, and that's a lantern and a walking stick. So if you're ever in the Time and Tide Museum, have a look for those. So that's a little chat about a famous person who lives just down the road from where I live. So I thought I will use this opportunity of daily exercise to film both St Mary's churches for you. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please subscribe to my channel, as that does help my channel grow. And so many of you have subscribed to me recently, which is just amazing. So thank you all, and thank you for always liking and sharing my videos. It just means the world to me. So until the next time, stay safe everybody, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.